Yes, they do still build it. Yes, they do still sell it. Yes, it's the 2017 Volkswagen Jetta, and yes, you'd be right in thinking that it was getting on in years. And it is getting on. The first versions of this current generation Jetta arrived here in 2011, and that's part of the reason that when I booked one for the car advice test crew for a long overdue review, people in the office were surprised to see it. Even seasoned journos were unaware that the Volkswagen small sedan was still available. Well, I'm here to tell you that it most certainly is still available, with pricing starting at an attractive $23,990 for the entry-level manual version. Yes, you can still get a manual, up to $40,290 for the sporty, sport model, which rocks the MK6 Golf GTI engine. Ours is the 118 TSI Highline, the most luxuriously appointed version, which is priced at $34,490 plus on-road costs, making it a little exy compared to the likes of a top-spec Honda Civic, $33,590, but not as dear as a high-spec Mazda 3, SP25 Estino Auto $35,490. For the most part, the Jetta still has some redeeming features, like the amount of space on offer in the back seat, and in the boot. Indeed, at 4,659 mm long, the Jetta is only 79 mm longer than a Mazda 3 sedan, yet it comprehensively smashes the big-selling Japanese sedan for legroom, not to mention boot space, with 510 liters versus the Mazda's 408-liter capacity. The boot has gooseneck hinges which could eat into that space, but it is deep and wide, with storage zones on either side, and the opening is a good size to make loading larger items easy enough. It has a remote 60 hours 40 minutes split-fold seat release operable from the boot, and there's a ski port, too. There's good space in the second row, with enough head, leg and toe room for a pair of 6-foot adults to sit comfortably, or 3 smaller kids. If the little ones are properly little, there's a pair of ISOFIX child seat anchor points, and 3 top tether hooks. It also rear seat air vents and a 12-volt outlet. Helpful for adults loading bubs and are the rear doors, which are quite broad and open up to a good angle to allow easy access, but because they swing quite wide you might have to watch energetic kids in car parks, as they may ding the car parked alongside. There are storage options aplenty in the back, including dual map pockets and large door pockets as well as a pair of cup holders in the flip-down center armrest. In the front, there are huge door pockets, 2 cup holders between the seats and a small covered center console bin. Further, there's a nice cubby in front of the gear selector, where the USB, auxiliary and 12-volt points are. The practicality is good, then, but the facade is quite dated by Volkswagen's current standards. It looks like a car that came out in 2011, but the materials used are all of a very high standard, and it still has a nice flat-bottomed leather steering wheel, and very logical placement of all the major buttons and controls. And it has a manual handbrake rather than one of those newfangled electric ones.